This week on Now Here with Chris and Kell.
We are like batteries. I am low anxiety and she is high anxiety. Which one am I?
Last week, we didn't get stranded on an island, we got stranded next to an island, which may actually be worse. But now, it's Monday morning, and something really exciting just happened. We pestered the Marina enough that they finally arranged a slip for us. So now we're scrambling to get in while the tide is high, because we won't physically be able to get in otherwise.
Alright, we left. Ta-da!
Yeah, we had to book out of there because the channel going in gets swell and it can only be entered during high tide with a 6-foot draft. So I've been trying to contact her for 2 days and then she finally got back to me and there was a whirlwind. She's basically like, Mike, we can either come in right now, we'll get there an hour after high tide, or we can come in at 7:30 tonight. She's like, it's better if you come in now. So like, now we're going. Go us.
Yeah. Okay, so my plan is to set stuff up on both sides because I don't really know where we're going to be.
Why don't I just ask the lady which side we'll end up tying to?
I already asked her.
She responded with F-Doc, and without a map, we have no idea what that means.
Still, I mean, that's the beauty of boats. We have about a half hour before we're even going to be at the mouth of the channel, so we have time to find out the answers to these questions.
This is the face of a man with arguably too much confidence. Meanwhile, I'm crumbling in anxiety over not being properly prepared for docking.
Kelly's setting up the dock lines. She gets anxious. She wants to know exactly where we're tying up 7 days prior to our arrival. And,
An hour tonight.
well, we didn't even know we're coming in an hour ago. But anyway, I'm a little bit more laissez-faire about it, I guess would be a good term. Because I know that we can spring into action and it'd be a lot more comfortable when it's not crazy seas.
High anxiety here on
Yeah.
the Speed Drifter today.
From 50% of the crew. The other one has very low anxiety, always. We are like batteries. I am low anxiety and she is high anxiety. Which one am I?
Anyway, we're getting ourselves as prepared as possible, despite not having a slip assignment. We'll just play it safe and set our fenders and lines out on both sides. Soon we were able to enter the channel, another reason to be nervous, because it was more shallow and narrow than usual and in desperate need of dredging. But this was high tide, so we should be okay. See these two tiny markers up ahead? Yeah, we need to aim for those and hit it perfectly. A fellow cruiser friend of ours, Roz, was able to capture our entry from a different perspective, while her husband raced down to the dock to help us figure out what slip had been assigned to us. Thanks, Ramble On Rose! Because at this point, we hadn't heard from the Marina and we were coming in hot.
This is exciting.
7'8".
Jesus.
7'3", 2, 3,
God, my hands are shaking.
8.
Chris is calling out the depths for us. I think this was the shallowest we had ever been.
That is wild, huh?
Woo! Crushing it.
The worst part is when like the waves crawl up your ass and turn you sideways a little bit. That makes you pucker right up.
Now I just gotta find our slip. Should be at the end here. And we hopefully have some line handlers out on the dock waiting for us. Fingers crossed.
Once again, we pretty much crushed it, and no one was harmed in the making of this video. Although I will say docking is definitely one of the top 5 marital tests you will experience as sailors. Anyway, we had some extra hands ready, and this is me with one of them, now directing us to the office to check in.
Gracias. Go to the office. I'm gonna stay here and take a nap.
No way, Jose, you're not getting off that easy. The marina was clean and well laid out with a few restaurants, and the office staff was friendly and made check-in a snap. But
They don't have a convenience store close. It's like a half-mile away is the closest. I figured we could check out the bathrooms, Hitch. I'm in the right place. 4 toilets, 3 urinals, 2 even work, 6 sinks, 7 showers. Jeez. And I believe I'm in a dark sauna that probably does not operate. Nothing happens when I push these buttons.
Now for the real test.
Let's check for hot water. In Mexico, C is for hot and F is for cold. Lukewarm so far. Didn't get hot, but I didn't give it very long. It's definitely a step above prison, which is great in my books.
Okay, so the amenities may have been a little underwhelming, but the marina itself was very picturesque, and we were lucky, happy, and quite comfortable being here. But now let's focus on what brought us here in the first place.
Did we talk about the problem? Like why we have to fix this?
In the moment we did, but
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know how it's gonna turn out.
It's really stupid. See inside there, right there at the top, you can see a little cut or gap in that gasket. That's it. It's under such pressure that it just comes squirting out of that little hole. So the whole thing is kind of worthless. I don't even see a mechanism. I mean, they're obviously made to be disposable, but I don't see even a mechanism to get in there and try to replace that. You might be able to push the ball down and shove it around as a possibility, but I'd rather just go to the store and hopefully buy 2 of them. So if this happens again, I have a backup.
Chris hoofs it into town in search for a replacement. We aren't sure how long we'll be in this marina, so we want to get this figured out as quickly as possible. This marine supply store looked very promising, had a huge inventory with lots of specialty items, so much so it was a little overwhelming and distracting. Okay, Chris, stick to the script. Remember what we came here for. Alas, our answer.
No.
No.
Maybe.
Well, we struck out here, but she did give me the name of a place to go and check out downtown Zihuatanejo. So I'll do that tomorrow. It'll give me an excuse to get off the boat and go have some exploring time.
The next day, we both got to get off the boat on a very important mission to find this special piece of rubber. We were told to go to this shop, which appeared to be mostly beach toys and snorkel gear. Very misleading, but we found our part. And yes, we bought 2 because we're getting smarter.
This will get us 5. You know, it costs us a mere 700 pesos,
which is about $36 US.
Yay, we got it.
Now with that out of the way, we can explore the rest of Zihuatanejo. Zihuatanejo belongs to a section of the Mexican Pacific coast, known as Costa Grande. The town has been developed as a tourist attraction, along with the modern tourist resort of Ixtapa, which is 5 kilometers or about 3 miles away. However, Zihuatanejo has kept its traditional town feel. The town is located on a well-protected bay, which is popular with private boat owners during the winter months. We popped into a little rooftop restaurant called La Tajita because they were currently advertising happy hour specials.
Kelly, this is the reason why we came right here. 50 peso cocktails until 5:30. I'm getting this one. This stuff, the highball, bourbon and Yoli. Yoli is like a lemon lime soda, like 7-Up. It's quite good. Kelly's gonna have a Cubano.
A light Cubano.
A light Cubano. Then maybe we'll get an app. What do you say?
Yeah, let's get an app.
I smell gato.
I feel gato.
I see gato. It's a crazy yellow one. I don't have any food, bro. Look at that. Someone came before you, dear. 2 people. All right, look at my drink.
Yep.
And just think how much bourbon it would take to make Sprite look like this.
Enough.
This is a stiff one.
Yeah.
And then our nachos arrived. Woohoo!
You know, this kind of reminds me of.
What?
Remember those shrimp nachos we had in Cabo?
I do.
That shrimp was so freaking good. This shrimp is also good, but not so freaking good.
Chris's soft spot was showing, and he was not so secretly feeding the cat under the table.
Who wants to see a psycho cat? She gave us this. It's a shot of mezcal. It smells terrible. It smells like pure vomit for me. But Kelly and I are gonna drink it. That's Kelly. Say hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
And this is Jim Bob. Say hi, Jim Bob.
Hi, I'm Jim Bob.
He got taken away while we were still eating, but now he's back.
Yes, by this point, Chris had trained the cat so well that our server had to physically come over and remove the cat from our table.
Are you ready?
Yeah. We're just sipping this, right?
Sure. It's actually good. It's like when you suck on a stick that you pulled out of the fire from last night. Mmm, good.
We had a great experience here at La Tajita and give it a rating of 14 as it was a great deal and we really loved and appreciated our server. Now on to the next.
All right, now that we've been to a place that I ordered 2 drinks and then she gave me a shot of mezcal and another drink afterwards.
An aperitif.
And the fact that I can speak this without stumbling over my own words is testament to my ability to drink.
Still standing.
I'm tired. We're gonna go have pozole. It's a Mexican soup that is supposed to
It's only like 84 degrees here right
well, as a layman, I equate it to pho, like the delicious Vietnamese soup. We're gonna try it. It's very comforting and it's supposed to be a bit of an event. Usually they only serve it on Thursdays, but there's a restaurant that specializes in it and we can have it tonight. It's Tuesday, by the way.
It's Tuesday.
On Thursday, we're gonna go have it again.
Okay.
So we're gonna have soup twice this week and the weather is super hot.
86 degrees.
Let's go get some soup. I found it, Kelly. This is where we're gonna have our 86-degree soup. What's wild about soup in Mexico is the outside ambient temperature actually makes the soup taste cold, even though it's served at the same temperature that soup everywhere else in the world is served.
That is pretty wild.
Let's go try it out.
Anyway, what are you thinking of drinking?
I don't know, let me see here. The best and biggest margarita. Better get that.
And of course, we ordered 2 hearty bowls of pozole, which looked just like the picture. So this is served with a whole tray of extra ingredients, to dress and customize to your liking. But Chris wasn't sure what he liked yet, so he just went for it and dumped everything in. I, on the other hand, had a different strategy. I'm gonna taste mine without anything in it, and then decide what I want to add.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I pretty much added everything that Chris did.
Yep, you need it.
It's really good.
It's very comforting, yeah.
It's not even like it's hot out, but
The soup isn't
matter.
overwhelmingly hot. You could eat it right off the bat. Like
Yeah.
they keep it at a good temperature.
these pork rinds are a good crunch element.
Chicharrones, babe. All right, I'm almost done.
Okay.
I've had some time to kind of like collect my thinking on it. I love the ritual of it. It's very similar to pho in that way. I like how you can kind of like tweak it and customize it how you want, but everything really goes together so you can't really ruin it. That's important. The one thing that I would say it's lacking is I would love a little bit of sour cream like you mix into a tortilla soup. Maybe that's just a gringo's opinion, but I think that would make it delicious. Overall, I'm into it. I think my favorite part of the whole idea is that they only serve it on Thursdays traditionally, and that this place does it all the time, and they're a pozole house. But like this idea of like something you can only get once a week is really pretty cool. Like the ritual of it is neat. So overall, I'm a big fan, and I would probably rate this soup probably a 14, which is really good. But the experience, barring our Thursday experience that we have in a couple of days, the overall experience, probably like an 18. This is cool. I'm super glad we came here.
But wait, there's more.
Sí, gracias.
Yep. That's what you need right now.
Yeah, I need a tot. This is mezcal. It comes with your pozole. I couldn't possibly have another jug. This one is smoother than the last. Might be because I had the last, but this one tastes smooth. Let's get ice cream.
Oh, yeah, we should definitely get ice cream after this. Yep, ice cream sounds like a great plan right now. Let's go. Success! Now let's get back home to Drifter. The following day, Chris repaired our fuel connection, which was the primary reason for being here. We hung out on the boat that day, finishing up odd jobs and getting our work done. Same thing on Thursday until dinner time. It's time for round 2 of pozole.
We're gonna go get some pozole.
Pozole.
Yeah.
I had to gear myself up for this. How about you?
How about me? What? I didn't have to gear you up. I don't even know how I'd do that. We're gonna give the pozole. This is the event pozole. This is the 1 day a week pozole. This is the one where there's supposed to be a party atmosphere and we had to make reservations pozole. But we did it and we're going. We have to be there at 5. They close at 6. That's early. Pozole is apparently afternoon food. Kelly's geared up. She did it to herself.
First, we hopped on a colectivo to get to the pozole place. We were heading to Pozoleria Santa Prisca, which was a little too far to walk from the marina. We have arrived, and super cheap too. Colectivos are amazing in that respect. We checked in and were seated close to the live entertainment. We ordered our pozole like a couple of pros. I chose the verde and Chris opted for blanco. Just like last time, Chris proceeds to empty all the optional ingredients into his bowl. But this time, he also adds a little salt.
I like it. I'm a pozole fan. What's crazy is we lost power in here and it instantly went up 10 degrees because the fan stopped. That was nuts. Like it was instant.
Yeah, that'll happen from time to time in Mexico. The power just goes out, but now it's back on, so we're all good. The real surprise this evening was the flan, and it was kind of a whimsical decision, but we were so glad we said yes to our server's suggestion.
Also quite rich and delicious. Give it a try.
Ready to go?
Me and my headband are ready to go.
Okay.
We're getting kicked out at 6.
We left the restaurant and headed back home, giving this a solid score of 18.
Back on the colectivo. 34 pesos. That's like $2 US.
Once we got back to the marina, we explored some nearby sites and hung out with a few of the locals. Eventually, we ended up back home aboard Drifter.
What you up to?
Well, I'm making you a cocktail because we're having our own little bar party.
Nice.
Cheers to you, babe. Another day in the life. Tune in next week for a special birthday episode.
There goes Kelly. I almost made it all the way down the dock without pissing her off. And now she's going to throw a fit and stay in the boat instead of coming with me.
And keep watching for this week's blooper reel, sponsored by our patrons.
You have the bow tie. Güero Bueno is under our table. I gave him shrimps. Oh, okay, I'm the positive terminal. I'm red and she is yellow. I am ketchup and she is mustard. Ketchup and mustard. Kelly, boop, boop, boop. Kelly, boop, boop, boop. Kelly, boop, boop, boop. Hi. Hi.
You might want to. Oh, there you go.
What?
I was gonna say change your headgear situation because
What?
it was a little on the feminine side.
So what, dude? I can own it.
You can. You don't need to. But it is Pride Month.
You're such a basic bitch, Kelly. Zihuantanejo. He looks like a hero from a Mario movie game.
Chris, would you like some food?
Yeah. I'm really actually thirsty, but I'm not going to get booze. Oh, but I might. Get a beer.
Live a little.
Yeah.
Farm boy, will you fetch me that pitcher?
As you wish.
Gracias.
I got some rum.
Nice.
I sunbathed that shit.
Yeah, you did.
I overshot my glass.